We talked at length with him this past week about these comments, and this is frustration that stems from not winning. And this, in fact, goes back to a conversation that I had with him last year when he was talking about playing the position better than he had perhaps ever played the position, but for the first time in his life, that not being enough to propel his team to wins. This is as fiercely a competitive a person as you get. It is maddening to him to lose. It is maddening to him to not be on the field. And so one of the things that he said to us this past week was that 2 of the last 3 years, he hasn't been available. And when he's not available, he doesn't necessarily feel like he has the right to complain. He is frustrated by not being available. So what does that mean? He and Zach Taylor have had some really intense conversations about adopting additional play styles. So what's Joe Burrow's superpower? It's reading defenses. It's reading coverages. Even Ravens head coach John Harbaugh told us this past week, that he believes Joe Burrow is the best at this in the NFL. That's why Burrow likes being in shotgun. He likes to be able to scan the entire field. He likes to take his time to scan the entire field. But what does that do, Haley? That opens him up to more hits. So he and Zach Taylor have talked about going under center more. They've talked about running more play action. They've talked about running the ball. The way Joe Burrow put it to me, first and second down, I need to be a bit smarter. And then third down, I can go be myself. I need to pick my spots. The reality of this is that he doesn't love it. He thinks that he's the best when he can take his time and read the field. But he also is so frustrated by not being healthy, by not being available every single week. And then the other piece of this is that when you saw his comments, people were wondering, is he sending a message to ownership, to the front office? Is he saying, get me out of there? That's not necessarily it. There is indeed a truth to the fact that the Bengals scouting department is smaller than just about anybody else's, that the Bengals operate differently than just about anybody else. Joe Burrow said that he feels that his input and that his voice are indeed heard and taken into consideration. But he was also adamant. He said, do I want to be the general manager of the Cincinnati Bengals? No. He said, do I want to be the person evaluating talent and making decision on talent? No. He does have opinions about the talent on the team and talent around the league. He said that he feels that those opinions are indeed heard and taken into consideration. We saw that a year ago when he advocated so strongly for T. Higgins to be signed. But right now, foremost on Joe Burrow's mind is figuring out how to stay healthy and to be available for all 17 games.